Hello everyone, I am on the western slope of Colorado visiting some friends of mine, Kim and Jeremy, and they live in a town called Delta, Colorado, and it is on the south side of the Grand Mesa, the world's largest tabletop mountain, and I'm going to go to Telluride. Telluride is about an hour and 45 minutes, almost 2 hours, and I'm hoping to hike Bridal Veil Falls up to the waterfall there. That is the tallest free-falling waterfall in the state of Colorado. Then I'm hoping to take the gondola ride at the ski resort there, where you can go to the top of the ski resort and then down to Mountain Village. It is a free gondola ride. Then, if I have time, I'll walk around in the town of Telluride. Never been there, always wanted to go. So let's get to it. Here we go. We are here at Bridal Veil Falls Trail, and my friend Jeremy let me borrow his Jeep here, and you can drive up to the falls with the Jeep if you have good clearance, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not too familiar with this Jeep, so we're going to hike up, and here is where we're hiking. Yeah, so beautiful mountain. You can see the falls right up there. You see the pump house at the top. That is where we're headed. Beautiful scenery right through here. You got these blue lakes right down here. I'm not sure what that's all about. There's a mill over there. Maybe that's a part of the mill. All right, so I just got onto the trail. I'm already feeling the thinness of the air. My watch says we are at 9,000 feet. I just arrived yesterday, so I'm not acclimated to the weather or to the elevation. And it's pretty rocky, and you got some really cool formations here, rocks to go through. So it's a pretty rocky trail. Stunning views as you come out of the rocks. Follow the markers. You can see down into the valley there, that's the town of Telluride. This is so cool. All these rocks and how the trail just winds through, and you got these beautiful aspen trees right here that are just turning yellow. But yeah, it's a rocky trail. All right, I'm not sure how far up I am. Maybe a third of the way. Just pacing myself, getting used to the altitude. A little more exposure to the sun than I thought. Thought maybe it might be a little more tree covered. But it's not. A little warmer than I thought. End of September. I'm still gonna have to shed a layer or two. But it is a pretty steep grade, I guess you'd say. So this is probably a higher end of the moderate type of trail, maybe a little bit higher than moderate. But difficult, I guess it's difficult, but not extremely difficult, type hike. Just because it's rocky, has some parts that get semi-steep. And it does twist and turn as you're making your way up. But there's people here of all ages hiking, so it's not overly difficult. But yeah, trying to get used to the altitude on day one of being in Colorado. There are a couple of cascading waterfalls as you hike up. Do not get misled that this is the waterfall that you're going to. They're beautiful, but the one you're going to is much bigger. Whew. All right, just past the sign that said only 0.25 miles to go, only a quarter of a mile left to go to get to the base of the waterfall. That's all we're doing today. We're not going to the top. We got other things we're going to try to do. So, looking forward to getting to the bottom of that waterfall. There's just something about a waterfall in slow motion. When I shot the waterfall in slow motion mode, I forgot to turn my camera back to normal mode. So on my hike back down, everything was recorded in slow motion, which is why I look like this, but none of the audio was recorded. So I did not get any of my recap on the way back down. Anyway, so the hike was a great hike. All Trails says it's a moderate hike, but as you can see, there is a lot of rockiness on the hike. There's some steep grade going up, and obviously coming back down, it's the same trail because it is a out and back 2 mile to 2.4 mile trail, but it was a nice hike. The waterfall is absolutely beautiful. It's 365 feet. It is the tallest free-falling waterfall in the state of Colorado. Now, down at the trailhead, there is free parking, but that parking lot gets full fast, so make sure you get there to get your parking spot. This parking lot is located at the end of Box Canyon, which is just above Telluride. Now, I did make it to Telluride that day. I'm going to put that in another video, and as you can see, I did get on the gondola that took me up to the top of the resort, but you'll have to see that, like I said, in the next video. Well, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video of Bridal Veil Falls. I encourage you, if you're ever in that area, you got to take that hike up to the waterfall. It's absolutely gorgeous. So thank you for joining us, and get outside. Make sure you enjoy the great outdoors. We'll see you in the next video.